Hey guys, so I'm going to jump right on in. This is the brand that I'm using. That is the powder that it comes with. It looks like that regardless of the shade. And it comes in a tray and I just mix it with some water. You don't need a lot of the product or a lot of the water and it'll thicken up itself. And you'll see it thicken up on your brow. You can let it sit, completely up to you. So I started with the angle brush for some strange reason. You can use this, it is optional. I like to use this in the end, but I definitely start off with a toothpick because a toothpick is a lot easier to be super precise when you're outlining your brow, which is the first step. So you're just gonna outline your brow the same way you would if you were using an eyebrow pencil. I think it's a lot easier this way. It looks like it takes a little bit more time, but it doesn't, I promise. And then I just flip it over to use the other end to clean it up. Super easy, right? So I'm gonna stop talking because it's easier to watch.
Keep it real, show me something I can feel, cause I'm not your average, ordinary type. Could you be the kind of guy I like? I've been chilling on the block for myself. That's not me, baby. Cause I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not that kind of girl. I need to know how you roll the night, get down, no drama. Money in the bank, take me home, I'll meet your mama.
And so you can see that it's a lot easier with this toothpick. I'm just connecting the dots and taking it from the end all the way to the front. I like to start with the ends just because I like my arch to be the darkest portion of my brows. Same goes for when I do fill them in with makeup. And so I'm just slowly using light strokes, trying to imitate the hairs that are already there, but you'll see me go back in later with the makeup brush, so it's okay. So this is a portion I was telling you guys about. You have one side where you get to outline your brows and then you get to use the other side of your toothpick to clean it up, which is perfect. So you just want to make sure that you continue to clean that side that you will use to clean it up so that you don't get any of the dye on your skin, just because it will start to dye in about a minute or so. If you forget it's there, it will go away, but you know, just avoid that. You just want to clean off that end. And yeah, just continue to outline. And right now I'm just focusing on that outline and cleaning it up, and then we're going to go back in and fill.
As long as we disagree to agree, down for you when you're down for me. Baby, you're what you want, and we can build a love so strong. Yeah, yeah. Please believe, baby, cause I'm not that kind of girl. You need to know the kind of girl I am, darling. You roll the night, yeah, yeah. Take me home and meet your mama, can you handle that? I'm not that kind of girl. Not that kind of girl I am. Hey, hey, hey.
Alright, so all I'm doing now is just taking my toothpick to continue to outline my brow. Just like if I was filling it in, it's honestly the same thing. I just like to outline first and then fill it in. And I'm just using a toothpick because it's a lot easier to get in those weird areas, and it's just a lot easier to be super precise what you want to do, because this is about to semi-permanently be on your face. So that is all I'm doing. And then whenever I mess up, I'm just going to use the opposite end. I'm using my fingers here because I don't really care about my nails during this quarantine, but they did stain them, so you just want to be mindful of that, and make sure that you have the opposite end of your toothpick ready. And I'll just wipe it off with a paper towel and then continue to use it to clean. Super convenient, right?
Keep it real, show me something I can feel, cause I'm not your average, ordinary type.
Alright, so now I'm going back in with my angled brush just to kind of fill in between where I've already outlined. And this is kind of pretty much the last step, you know, clean up areas that you need to. But yeah, that's all that's left, and you're going to see me do this a lot, but especially towards the front, I don't necessarily pick up more dye. I just use what's left and use super light strokes, just because I want it to be a slight ombre and I don't want it to be too dark in that area. Sorry, my eyes are super big because of the light and I don't have my glasses on, so I'm trying to see. And so yeah, that's pretty much the final result, and then I'm going to let it dry, but at this point I'm just going to move on to the next brow. And fast forward to show you guys that, just because I think we've got the gist of it. So the next question is always, how long do you leave it in for? And it just depends if you want to tint your brows for a specific event, like literally before you walk out the door, then you probably want to leave it on for like 5 minutes, and it'll tint, but it just won't last. I don't mind my brows being super dark for a day to last about 2 weeks. So the longer the better, but it's completely up to you and how long you want it to last. Generally, if I'm doing this so that it could last about 2 weeks, I leave it on until it's completely dry, which is usually about 10 to 15 minutes, but more so 15 minutes.
I need to know how you roll a night. Like, yeah, got my money in the bank. Take me home and meet your mama. Meet your mama. Cause I'm that kind of girl. I'm that kind of girl. I'm that kind of girl. You might take me shopping, but I'm not your property. If I don't like it, I've decided I can make it on my.
Alright, so now I'm just going to wait about 15 minutes, just because I don't really leave it longer than that, but you'll be able to tell when your eyebrows are completely stiff. So I'm just taking a wet paper towel, it could be a wet washcloth, whatever you prefer, or some toner, but I just want to rub it all off. I don't wash my face directly after because I don't want to do anything too aggressive that'll try to get rid of it. It'll naturally fade as you wash your face day by day anyway. So I'm just using water to rub it off, and I definitely would not recommend trying to use soap or exfoliate or anything crazy right after, just because you're gonna rub it away eventually anyway. So I'm just being extra and making sure it's all gone because I have super sensitive skin and I don't want anything to possibly just be lingering underneath and then I wake up with breakouts. So once you see that your paper towel is clear and there is nothing left, you're good to go. And I just dip my spoolie in some castor oil and brush out my brows. Alright, so now I'm just wiping off the other brow and I'm just a bit extra because I just want to make sure it's all gone. But that is literally it, guys. I just brush it up. If I'm actually wearing makeup, the most I'll do is brow gel and maybe some concealer, and that's it. 25 minutes of your day to save you some time for the rest of the week. So I hope you guys liked it. I'm sorry it took so long, but tell me what you guys think. Tell me how it goes when you try it at home. And be safe, y'all.